recall the legacy of another junior tennis champion, Jennifer Amder. Train them to be champions. Love them for their victories, but don't make them too terrified of losing. Remember, they're only kids. You know, at 3 years old, most heroes are barely out of diapers, and some are in the prime of their lives. There's something so incredible about the sight and the sound and the fury of hoofbeats barreling towards the stretch, particularly this time of year.
It's spring, time to fall in love. Next week at Churchill Downs, one fine, beautiful horse will win the 109th running of the Kentucky Derby, and thoroughbred racing fans will fall in love. You know, 10 years ago, one word said it all. It was spoken with respect, shouted in encouragement, whispered with reverence, and finally uttered in awe. Secretariat.
He was more than just beautiful, but he sure was beautiful. He had a look in his eye that stunned people, and he carried himself with the confidence of an athlete. He had done it before, even though his greatest string of races was just set to begin. 1973, the run for the Triple Crown begins. As always, at Churchill Downs, the Kentucky Derby. Here's where the first set of unknowns get answered, where all the traditional questions are finally resolved. Questions about pressure, about competition, about distance and desire. And it was here, at this place of past glories, where Secretariat showed us the future. What he did that day in the company of the nation's best-blooded 3-year-olds was to tell us by the way he ran the race that he loved running the race. He started last, finished first, and had himself a ball, passing the entire field on his way to a record nobody touched yet. The only under 2-minute derby in history filled with the fastest thoroughbreds in the land. It was like he tapped you on the shoulder and said, now that was fun. America fell in love. Secretariat's next test was the Preakness. And once again, he started dead last, as if he wanted to make sure everybody could plainly see he didn't have an unfair start. His acceleration took your breath away. The big, marvelous, reddish gold creature of graceful curves and churning muscles. He loved to build his own momentum, which he must have known inside was unstoppable, because once he turned it on, the race was over. Everybody who ever came in contact with him said winning for him wasn't enough. He had to do it with a flourish, with drama. Then came Belmont, 1.5 miles, the killer. This time, Secretariat wasn't playing games. Like a turbo kicking in, Big Red made his move into history with one of the most devastating bursts of power ever seen on a racetrack.
For the turn at Secretariat, it looks like he's opening. The lead is increasing. Secretariat is tightening now. He is moving like a tremendous machine.
Secretariat beat the best in the land by 31 lengths. That's right, 31 lengths. And he became the first Triple Crown winner in 25 years. Strength and speed made him a winner. Heart and stamina turned the winner into a champion. And style, pure style, turned the champion into a legend. Secretariat's home now is Claiborne, the famous breeding farm in the sweet, sweet air of Kentucky, where the sleek stallion is much in demand. The legend lives on.
To all those who say with regret, there'll never be another Secretariat, you know, I say with confidence, don't despair. His heart, his bloodline, his winner's instincts are being passed on. And someday, somewhere, we'll see him again. And you know what? Maybe I'll own him.
Maybe you will, Telly. You know, smiles are a part of America's heroes, too. Sports seems